Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Shanice's Suitcase. So today I wanted to actually do a recipe from my favorite anime, which is Naruto. I've always loved Naruto. I basically grew up with the anime, and it's so comforting. Every now and then I'll just find myself like sitting on the TV just rewatching old episodes of Naruto. Naruto's favorite dish, if no one knew, of course, is ramen. Miso chashu pork ramen. This is his favorite ramen. He always goes to this ramen store in his village, and this is what he gets every time. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. So the first thing that we are going to want to do in order to make Naruto's famous ramen is we're going to have to prepare the pork belly, which means we have to roll it and then we have to tie some twine on it so that we can get the correct shape of the pork. Now, in this clip, you can see me tying it with the twine. However, I did have some trouble with the pork belly because, of course, it's pork, so it's not going to just roll super easily. So I did have trouble with that. I ended up actually just cutting some of the fat off of the back, and it did kind of roll for me. It's not really the best presentation, but hey, we were able to get the twine on it and wrap it. So that's all that matters. The next thing we want to do is go ahead and get our vegetables cut. So you're going to need about 1/4 of an onion, or you can use half an onion depending on how much you like onion taste, I suppose. You're also going to need some fresh ginger, which you can just buy at any local grocery store. Just make sure that before you cut the ginger, you do peel it. It does have to be peeled, and then you would just dice the ginger just the same way that you did the onion. We'll also need some garlic as well, so you want to mince some garlic. Onto the marinade for the pork. So first of all, we're going to put in 2 cups of water. Then after that, we're going to actually put in 1 cup of sake. I didn't have sake, so I used mirin, but it was still a good substitute. After that, we're going to want to put in 1 cup of soy sauce. Then we're going to use half a cup of brown sugar. And after that, we're going to put in some chopped veggies. So I did cut up some green onion and ginger just to put in the marinade as well. I figured that would give it a good taste. After you put all your ingredients in the pot, before you actually put the pork in there, you have to sear the pork on all sides first. Then after you sear the pork, we can put the pork in the pot, close the lid, and then we're ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and start out with some sesame oil in the pan, and then we're gonna actually heat up some garlic. Then we're gonna put in the veggies that we cut earlier. Go ahead and give that a little stir. We're gonna stir it around here. We're gonna let that simmer for about 10 minutes. Afterwards, we're actually going to put in some ground pork. That's about 1/4 cup of ground pork, just to kind of give the broth some flavor. Once you put that in, we want to make sure that we are kind of breaking it up with a wooden spoon or a wooden spatula just to make sure that it gets incorporated well into the mixture here. Once the ground pork is brown and everything is mixed in together, we're going to actually add some miso paste. When you put the miso paste in, we're actually going to use about 3 tablespoons of miso paste. Now, I'm pretty sure that when I'm putting this in the pot, I'm probably doing it wrong, but that's okay. I didn't realize that, but it still worked out in the end. After the miso paste is in the pot, we're going to put in 2 cups of chicken stock or chicken broth, just to, make sure we can mix in that miso pretty well so that there's no lumps. Once we add the chicken broth, we're actually going to add 1 cup of dashi stock. After we put in the stock, we're going to go ahead and just kind of stir it around a little bit, get everything mixed in there. Once everything's stirred, we're going to add some mirin. Unfortunately, I didn't have the right amount of mirin left, which would have been 2 tablespoons, so I just ended up adding a teaspoon of brown sugar. Yay! So we've come to the best part of all, which is actually constructing our ramen bowls. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and put the noodles in the bowls. After we put the noodles in, we're going to put in the broth. So we want to spoon the broth in over the noodles and make sure that the noodles are pretty much covered for the most part. Once you put enough broth in the bowls and it's actually pretty much covering the noodles, we're going to go ahead and put the pork on the top. You're gonna wanna try and lay it as nicely as you can. Of course, we realize that it is food, so it may not sit the best, but do the best that you can. After the pork, we're gonna go ahead and put in the bamboo shoots. Then we're gonna go ahead and put in some green onion just to kind of give it a little pop of color there. After the green onion, we're going to put in the narutomaki, aka fish cakes. And last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and put that supposed to be soft-boiled egg in there. It's not necessarily soft-boiled, but that's okay. And then we'll finish everything off with the seaweed. And we're good to go. There's your ramen. Okay, so that was definitely yeah, that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't film a lot of it because, yeah, I got pretty frustrated, but in the end though, it worked out pretty well. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I had super fun making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any comments, or if you just want to let me know your favorite anime, if you have a food that you enjoy from a specific anime, drop it down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to make that in the next video. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off so that I can eat my lovely ramen. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video for more anime style content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me and subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing because, like I said in a previous video, without subscribers I would not have a channel. So I appreciate you guys to the fullest. I am more than happy to make content that you guys will enjoy. Well, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.
Delicious.